Hey, it's Nay, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Hi, I'm Nay, and here we talk about all things looking good, feeling good, and smelling good. Oof, smells still a little stuffed, but at mostly affordable prices. So if any or all of that sounds interesting to you, just gotta hit that subscribe button, join the fam. We have fun here. So today I have one fragrance to unbox for you. This goody good right here for you. I hope it's good. This is a Maison Alhambra fragrance. I'm interested potentially in Fleur Narcotique. Fleur Narcotique. Does anybody think of drugs when you hear that for some reason? I'm not sure why I think of that. It just sounds potentially like I shouldn't be interested in it. This is Narcotic Flower. They didn't even try. By Maison Alhambra. Here we go. Let's cut this open. First impressions. I do come back a week or 2 or 3 weeks later and give you my thoughts again of after trying it. Some more. Maison Alhambra, I don't like this box. It's already falling apart right here. Like, what is this? But the box doesn't matter. It will be going in the garbage. This bottle is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, it's kind of got some weight to it. Mason, Mr. Alhambra. Alhambra. Why did I say it twice? The plastic cheap cap, that's fine. This got some weight to it. Where's the sprayer part? Can you imagine if one day I open up a fragrance and they forgot to put the hole in with the straw, so then there's nowhere to spray? I would be so mad. Sad skin. Anyway, moving forward. Let me tell you what I smell. Sometimes I look up the notes ahead of time, sometimes I don't. I want to see what my nose that is still in the works of getting better, what it picks up, how it feels about it, and then we're going to talk about the notes. Guys, so I need the Juliana dupe of this. Okay. No notes? Okay, that's fine. I can look it up right here. Fragrance that is already pulled up from the prior video I just recorded. Narcotique? No, How are you supposed to spell it? I did spell it right, so maybe it's not here. How many times am I gonna try to make sure I spelled it right? So I did spell it right. It's just not here on Fragrantica. That is fine. The notes, let's go to maybe Joma Shop will have the notes. This is very lovely. It smells fresh, floral. It smells like I wear sundresses and frolic through the fields, like I come home and bake bread and make butter. It smells like the only worry I have in my life is my beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bath cottage and my garden with my 5 acres. It smells like my husband comes home from his job of whatever that makes good money. And he comes home and he does lumberjack stuff, and I get to just sit there on a little stump. He places me on this stump, and I get to just watch him cut wood and chat his ear off about my day. And he just smiles and comments every so often to show that he's engaged. This smells like I let my natural fro out, or my beautiful long blonde hair, whatever. Or it's a fro for me personally. It smells like I go out with my girlfriends for brunch every Sunday. I live just outside the city because I can't do the city, but I do like the restaurants and stuff. So maybe I'm like a 30-minute drive away, maybe 45 minutes. This is, I said all of that because it smells kind of whimsical. There's something whimsical. I don't think I've actually smelt, maybe I have actually, I'm not sure. Maybe narcotic, guys, oh here it is. Oh my gosh, I was supposed to be like, really? It is. Bergamot, lychee, peach. That's your top notes. Medium notes. Heart notes are jasmine, peony, and orange blossom. Base notes of woody notes, moss, and musk. This is absolutely insane. Everything, all of that stuff might come off to you as extra. Like, why did she have to just say all of that or do all of that? I said and did all of that because this is some other ish. This isn't even the real fragrance. This is a fragrance that was created off of another fragrance, but they did it so freaking well. I'm thoroughly impressed. Now, this doesn't smell like it's going to be a super long lasting fragrance in terms of projection, I should say better. I like this a lot. Now, the lychee in here and the bergamot and peach in here are not booming. I'm surprised there's not something wispier in here. However, musk is in here. Okay. Perhaps it's the musk. I'm going to spray it some more. I adore this. It's giving soft life without giving petal. Like it's this is very lovely. This is I think I could have guessed like peachiness in this fragrance. If there's nothing tart to the gods in this, lychee in here is giving like a juiciness. Like a I've had a lychee martini years ago. So my birthday is on Sunday. Now, I'm not going to be able to go wild on my birthday. I mean, I'm not going wild. Excuse me. That is not proper terminology. I'm a mother. And not that that matters. I'm just saying. Sunday I have a baby shower to go to. So I might go chill out with my sorority sisters. But after that, but it's really Saturday. I'm kid free and all of that good joy jazz. So I'm going to go out with my husband and possibly some friends. And this fragrance, it's winter. This is the situation with a fragrance like this. This gives me, think along the lines of, it doesn't smell like. I'm just giving you fragrances where the vibe is somewhat similar, okay? Delina La Rose. This is a similar vibe it gives me to that fragrance. Maybe even a little razzle dazzle of Floral Peony by Dossier, which is, oh, funnily enough, there's lychee and peony and musk in here as well. But a woody note. Okay. This is their dupe for what is the dupe of this? What is this? Oh, it doesn't smell like it. It's all those fresh florals with some fruity sweetness in there. Those type of fragrances are starting to gain some traction in my collection because every situation doesn't necessarily call for pounding, for wind it up and then disturb the whole space. Although that mace sprays is actually a little stronger than I thought it was gonna be. My nose is so like ugh. The smell of this It's so amazing. It's classy, it's feminine, it's gorgeous. I'm gonna wrap this up. However, I love woody notes. I'm starting to think I like moss with fruity notes. The lychee and peach and bergamot in here are just lovely intertwining of the floral notes. Peony is such a watery, fresh, slightly sweet, beautiful flower. It's one of the best flowers I think in fragrances. Orange blossom in here is definitely not orange blossoming like it does in other fragrances. They definitely gave a soft kiss of orange blossom, possibly to just give it a little more razzle dazzle, a little to it. This cap did not come to play. That's insane. I like this. First impressions, this I'm actually I think this is worth the price. I think they could sell this for $50 and people I think it would be worth $50, but that I'm not telling them to raise the price, I'm just saying. They say this is unisex. Everything is unisex. Whatever you want to wear it. When you want to wear it, how much of it you want to wear, that's your business. However, to me, to my little nose, it does lean a little feminine. A lot of feminine. Very feminine. But a man could wear this. Very pretty. $24 on Joma Shop is amazing. I think this is well worth that price. $24? I think I got it for 21. It's $23. Yeah. And then you just pay the $5.99 shipping. I think Mason Alhambra slaughtered this. I think they did a really, really good job. Anyway, that is Narcotic Flower by Mason Alhambra, a dupe or impression of Fleur Narcotique. I was like, what? They did not use the word flower. Fleur Narcotique. Let's talk about this fragrance down in the comment section below. I'm super uber interested in your thoughts on the original and also the Mason Alhambra version of it. Have you even tried this version? Did you know this version existed? Because I didn't know until recently, which is why I bought it. At this point, I'm like, give me all of the Middle Eastern fragrances. Send them to me. Let me smell them because this is actually amazing. I think this would also be a really good gift for the holidays, of course, and also but Mother's Day. I think this might be great actually. Like Mother's Day because it's one of those it's very pretty, but it's not like overtly sexual or anything, raunchy or super dark or it's very pretty girl. Very pretty girl without being super sweet. I like this a lot. Yeah. So anyway, let's talk about this down in the comment section below. I'm super interested in any Middle Eastern fragrances that you've acquired that I don't have that I might look into. So, drop me some stuff. Anyway, don't forget to. Ooh, how loud was that in your ear just now? Don't forget to hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, we're growing slowly but surely, and I really appreciate each and every single one of you that hit that like button, and I appreciate every single one of you that hit that subscribe button. I do take time to plot out what I'm going to post, and I also take time to enjoy it because this is a hobby for me. This is a hobby for me in the essence of I like to look good, feel good, and smell good. And when I say that, I'm not just saying that as like a slogan. That's literally my actual goals in life. I've taught myself how to do my own hair, my own brows, my own nails. My nails are not on. I just took them off because I'm about to do some extra stuff, I think. I've taught myself to do a lot of things to help with the look of me and my sanity. Because when I take time for myself, especially now being a mother, I've always been about self care. Especially now being a mother, I make sure I take time. And sometimes it falls out of whack. And I'm noticing how hard it is to make sure you take care of yourself. Because I used to be one of those people that be like, how you didn't eat, how you didn't bed, how you didn't, I don't get it. And The older my babies get, I know people love babies, like little things, little fresh babies. They're cute or whatever. Toddlers, I'm and it's funny because my husband, I think he's one of the people that know me the best in this world, right? He's like, you're just going to love motherhood more and more as your kids get older and really develop their personalities. Because I'm one of those people that like to be outside at games and meets and involved in the school curriculum, but not breathing down my child's throat. I know you gotta let kids be kids while keeping them safe, but being there and supporting. And my husband makes sure to provide the life that we need for me to be able to do those things. And I just love toddlerhood. The temper tantrums are crazy, sure, but I guess I'm just different from the average person because a lot of people I come across are so afraid of attitude. Like, people will love a rapist and a like and stuff like that is insane to me. But you're scared of attitude. For me personally, I don't mind. I like people with personality and various kinds of personality, whether that's stronger personalities or more introverted personalities. And I love watching my sons develop personalities. Quick little story. I was just today. My twins went to the NICU. Not the NICU. Like my twins were NICU babies. So when you have NICU babies, you at least in New Jersey, you end up doing appointments. So like every 3 months the first year that or something like that, and then like 6 months their second year. Now they're going to the third year. They're doing so well that they were not going to see them till they're three. I said all of that because the lady kind of upset me. And when you upset me, when you're talking about people that are important to me, I comment and then I make people feel uncomfortable and I don't care. Sag gang. Um, One of my babies is looks like me more, but acts like my husband. One of the twins, and the other twin looks like my husband and acts more like me. What does that look like? You're saying I'm very extroverted for the most part. I have slight introverted tendencies, but I'm very extroverted. And I'm very opinionated. And I have no qualms about letting you know when I want something. And when I like something and when I dislike something, all those things, that's just who I just am very blunt. My husband's the opposite of me. He is still extroverted, but he's very gentle and extremely soft. Now, that also plays into just how we were raised. I'm a Jamaican. If you know anything about the Caribbean, we're just rough people as a whole. And so the one that looks like my husband, he's just a little stronger in his opinions. And my other one is not. And so the lady basically said, almost word for word, oh, actually, I prefer how Nash expresses himself. Ty is a bit aggressive. I don't like that, especially I thought that was extremely funny because Nash was over there like slapping everyone, like physically. And I like told him a couple times like stop, and he would stop, but like you know what I'm saying? And Ty wasn't doing that. But because he was saying, give me that, I'll do it. And she did not like when he told her she was wrong. I don't have an issue with my kids. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And a lot of adults can't handle when younger people, it doesn't even have to be necessarily a kid, it could be just someone younger than them, does something better than them or acknowledges that they are wrong in something. And she literally looked in my face and said, oh, we don't tell kids when they're wrong because we don't want them telling other people they're wrong. Listen, how can I say this without offending people? My culture don't play with that. We don't do that. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And what's now a better way to do it? She just wanted me to say, oh, perhaps we should. No, that was not correct, Ty. However, this is how you do it. Want to try again? And he'd be like, yes. Why do you talk to your kids like that? Because when you treat kids like they're stupid, they grow to develop to potentially actually act stupid and eventually be stupid. My kids are not stupid. Your kids are not stupid. Don't treat them like they're such. She was very impressed with their dialogue because Ty speaks full on sentences and sometimes mini paragraphs, meaning 2 to 3 sentences in one. That is because I speak to them like we are on par with each other to a certain extent. I'm not gonna, oh my god, no. It's lunchtime. What would you like to eat? I want this. We don't have that in the house. So let me tell you what we have. He might throw a fit. I'm going to give him about 2 minutes to calm himself down. Then I'm come back and say, you can be upset. That's fine. Remember, Miss Rachel said you need to take in your emotions and take some deep breaths. We love Miss Rachel here. Breathe. It's okay to be upset, but you don't swing your arms. You don't kick people. Now, this is what we have in the house. What do you want? Now, I was obviously still talking to my kids like that in the place. And when she said that about Ty versus Nash, I'm very particular about Ty because he acts like me. And I know how some people treated me as a young person, and I didn't. A less strong person would not be here today. Does that make sense? And so I just told her simply, because the thing about my kids are they're very intelligent. And even if they don't fully understand the situation, they know when you're not happy with them. And so I could see in his face he was gonna cry because of what she said to him. Like what she said about him. He looked at her and then his face went like this and I went, oh no. Because the way she said it, she's like, Ty is just aggressive. Like the way you could tell it was negative. And he's very like, I don't know if he's an empath or whatever the case may be, but he can feel the emotion. And so I said, actually, at the end of the day, being able to know what you like, know right and wrong, is actually the basis of a decent human being. I'm not gonna let my kids think they never do wrong or that other people don't ever do wrong. That's not a thing, and we could just agree to disagree because I'm gonna do whatever works for me and in my house. You telling me I shouldn't say certain things. That's not a development. That's like, oh, if we don't teach that, he's not going to develop properly. That's not how that works. I'm halfway through my master's in childhood development. So I know quite a bit of things. Screaming and yelling, all excessive, all of that stuff is not good. Making sure that I'm not helping them to learn how to climb steps and how to do fine motor. That's different. But teach like certain teaching habits while he's still coming up good was just not necessary. And I don't feel like you saying that about Ty was appropriate in this setting. And she looked down at him and saw his face and she was like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that. I was just saying, introverted kids just tend to be easier to handle. I said, that's fine to you. I think extroverted kids, because I feel like a lot of people dog on extroverted people, and a lot of us just like to be liked. Be careful what you say around kids. I said all of that just to say be careful what you say around kids, because I'm very protective of my kids. Did you guys see that little thing on? I just digressed into a whole nother thing, but I did a fragrance first, so you could have stopped after that. But where they were like, ask a bunch of moms, would you like for your kids? And the ones that they used for a particular video, they were saying like no and stuff. I'll fight you for my kids. I will have my other kids. Listen, I made 3 boys. You gonna protect each other, and you're gonna tell mommy. I mean, obviously tell Poppy too, but Poppy gotta go to work. Mommy is gonna go to that school and make sure everything is copacetic. Are you having difficulties learning? Then we're gonna figure out a way to get you the help you need so you can stay on task. That's the type of parents my husband and I are. And I feel like some kids don't get that, and that's very sad. But I'm gonna protect my babies. And I checked that lady. Because I feel like she said stuff like that before to other people and they don't say anything. Because maybe they're just a little more introverted or non-confrontational. That's fine. Hello, nice to meet you. I'm Mrs. Confrontation when it comes to my family. So I feel like after I said it to her, like her face kind of changed, like she got to like sit on it or whatever. And the lady next to me was like nodding a little bit, like, because it's not cool to talk about kids that way. I've heard too many people talk about young girls and they can't stand them. They have too much attitude. Ugh, it's better to have boys. It is crazy world out here when grown ass adults are talking smack about little kids. You can say, oh, my little gremlin, oh, the child's crazy in a moment and stuff like that. But to actually sit there and say that your child is terrible because she had an attitude as a teenager is insane to me. Or, oh, I could not stand, or I can't stand my daughter and I'm a stranger to you is insane to me. Insane. Because how you voice how you think of your child is how their inner self talks to them. And I've had to do a lot of reworking of my inner thought about me. And if you can avoid having to make your child have to do that in adulthood, they can worry about other things. Like making money. I mean, I'm about that life too. I'm just saying. Anyway, If you watch this part too, thank you. I appreciate that. Let's talk about that too if you managed to get to this part and hear about that stuff. Because it is a fragrance. It's a channel about self-care, and self-care can also leach into your inner circle of family members and super close friends and stuff like that. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole video. I went into a rant. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye. Oh, it's got its name. Look good, feel good, smell good. Have a great day. Bye.